nerds, grab your seeds and grab your gum because it is time for the Dirt and Turf podcast. I'm Cobra. And I am joined by Cat, Tyler, and Vanessa. Say hello, guys.
Hey.
Hiya.
Hi, everybody. How we doing tonight?
We're doing as well as we can. I mean, baseball is in motion, as we know, with spring training up and about, you know.
I can almost smell the grass. Every time I see a reel, every time I see a picture posted or watching Gunnar Henderson hit baseballs over the fence, like I can smell what's happening through the
grass
screen of
and
my
high
phone.
tides forever.
I can smell the ice bath. I can feel the ice bath.
Yes.
Yeah, because as we know, but our listeners don't know, Tyler, you're actually in JUCO baseball right now.
Woo!
It's the Central New York League. It's the Central New York division. We play around Central New York.
Yeah. And you are a pitcher and first base, right? Or is it
First, mainly infield, but mainly first base. Yes.
okay? I was
That's
about
awesome.
to say if you were a pitcher and a catcher, that would be pretty weird. Unless you live in San Francisco. Hey-o!
I was in high school at one point, but I'm left-handed, and it's not really ergonomic to be a catcher as a lefty.
But it's a desired outcome, actually, to be a left-handed catcher for some weird reason.
But like I said, referring to the ice bath, I'm going to go get in one of those as soon as I get home from work.
Yes.
Not gonna lie. That's one thing I actually want to do. Is I want to do more ice. I want to do more ice baths. I actually want to get a teeter hang up, but to try to an inversion table. Hopefully, it'll help my back one of these days.
I did also order some sleeves. Go check them out in the link in the description.
Exactly. Good job, man. Good on you, man. Which, by the way, I'll definitely be rocking those in bowling league. When Brittany and I, do a summer league this year, so they're looking for that. But anywho, like I said, spring training is underway, so we can't really focus on the regular season. There's nothing major in like the news, if that makes sense. Like, amazingly, the uniforms are holding up. You cannot see famous responsible gambler Shohei Adani's junk.
You can't see anybody's junk. You can't even make out the outline of their cup or their boxers this year, which
is good.
You're gonna say bullshit, but I'm really glad that we can't see their boxers and their cups this year.
For real.
I mean,
see, I knew you'd say I was bullshitting.
Ben definitely look.
That was
Cat.
horrible.
Cat. Ben definitely misses seeing the outline of Mookie Betts. He definitely misses that.
I mean,
hold on,
Mook.
Guys. Speaking of famous responsible gamblers.
Which one are we talking about this time?
Well, Manfred, in his infinite wisdom, decided that, and I got to do this right. Famous responsible gambler.
Oh, hell, Tony.
Pete Rose has officially.
This might be returning this season.
Pete Rose has officially been has been removed from the blacklist for Cooperstown.
Has he really? I haven't been paying attention, so has he?
Yep, Manfred has said that Pete Rose posthumously has been removed from the blacklist of Cooperstown.
Honestly, I really and truly think that this is a long time coming.
No, yeah, it's been a lot.
There has been.
However,
I mean, if you take a look at all the guys that have been eligible for the Hall of Fame that have led shit lives, that have done all the illegal steroids. I mean, at one point, thanks for that, Cobra. At one point, we all know just about everybody was on something, right? But when it came out that, oh, we shouldn't be doing this, you could tell who was still on them. You know what I mean?
So
Yeah.
fucking.
So at that point, what Pete Rose did,
there was a
compared.
player on the. Excuse me, sorry about that. So go ahead,
What
Kat.
Pete?
I'll continue.
What Pete Rose did compared to what they were doing, there's throwing a couple of bad pitches, and there's missing a nice slider on purpose, and there's putting a couple dollars down on whatever it was. I don't remember what Pete Rose was caught for with gambling. But he wasn't even a player.
He was a manager of his team.
He was a manager.
And he was doing it as a player as well, which makes
he was
it
doing it as a player. He was, which is illegal. I agree.
So, I would argue that the guys who were doing the steroids and beefing themselves up, I would argue that they are the ones who should not be eligible for the Hall of Fame until after their death. Because that had more of an effect on the kids watching the game, and it had more of an effect on the actual game than what Pete Rose was doing.
Exactly. And also,
all I did was gamble out of anything.
But he bet on his team and against his team when he was a manager, which means he had control of stuff. You guys, come on, seriously.
He's right.
Come on, you only have so much control over it. I mean, if you could control
you
when
can pull
the
out
other team had a home run.
Hey, everyone, cool it a little bit. Cool it. Cool
Cobra,
down a little bit.
just put on his referee shirt.
Yes,
I'd love to
seriously.
cool down, honestly. Does anybody have any icy hot?
I've got some.
I have some BioFreeze. All right,
I've got the BioFreeze roll-on. That's good stuff.
Likewise. Anywho,
but all I'm saying is, Pete Rose should have been able to stand at his Hall of Fame induction for what he did for the sport. He still had a huge impact on the sport that most people don't even get to learn about because they decided, he gambled on not even all the games.
No,
and
not
ended
all,
a catching career of an individual at an all-star game just because he was a dick, dude. Like, I'm sorry, I love you, Katie, I really do, but
there's how many
Bonds
and
Barry
Manny
Bonds is a
Machado.
fucking
either.
Manny Machado.
That's coming from an Orioles fan. Wow.
Man, it's a Hakuna Machado. No, thank you. But like, seriously, if
we're gonna hold guys to this huge standard where they can't be assholes, they can't gamble, they can't do drugs, they can't do. Granted, the sexual exploitation nonsense, like they can go sit in the seventh circle of hell. Okay, but
no Diddy.
No comment. They these guys are playing at such a level. They're gonna do other things too. They're going to. And honestly, until
they're man in tights.
Exactly. Until
always
the
around,
league
they're always looking for fights.
Until the league actually takes a stand on this.
Pansies.
Cobra, I'm going to mute you. Until the league actually takes an a firm stand on all of it. I mean, it has to be an all or nothing kind of thing. Until the league takes a firm stand on it, then it has to be an all or nothing kind of thing. And I think that needs to I think that needs to apply to the Hall of Fame as well.
So, can I devil's advocate for you?
Please. I love this stuff.
I love you so much. I just want to let you know that. But
I love you so much too. Please. Please,
do
please,
you
please.
do you think
And I love y'all, especially you, Redbird.
you're killing me?
Thanks, Yins. Thanks, Yins.
So, do you think, like, for instance, Shoeless Joe Jackson deserves to be in the Hall when he played the game of his life and only took the money, and that's the only reason why he's not allowed in the Hall of Fame? He didn't throw that game.
Let me say this, Vanessa, before Kat chimes in. When it comes to Shoeless Joe Jackson, he does deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. The main reason why is he signed something he couldn't read. All right.
Yeah.
You didn't know what he was signing. So
And the White Sox manager was a dick, so
that too.
get it.
But again,
get it.
And even in a court of law, a federal court of law, Shoeless Joe Jackson was acquitted of charges. Acquitted. So therefore, he should be in the Hall of Fame, and he's not.
Nope.
Yeah.
Because
I 100% I think Shoeless should be in the Hall of Fame.
A-Rod's probably going to get in the Hall of Fame, even though he really shouldn't be in.
A-Rod is not going to be in the Hall of Fame, because if that was the case, then Barry would be in the Hall of Fame, because Barry had better numbers. And yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
A-Rod's a fucking scumbag.
Steroid. God.
He is the diva of baseball.
A-Rod is one of those men that if all of his stats completely disappeared, I think the game of baseball would be better for it.
The thing is you don't know when he was starting.
Look, guys, let's not talk about Payrod, please. And I was going to add that there was actually talking about all the players that also did drugs and other stuff. There was actually a player out there who actually hid an 8-ball of cocaine on him at all times.
That when he was
out in the field?
In the field,
I'm
yeah.
not shocked. I'm not shocked.
Stop
especially if it's like the 40s and 50s, I wouldn't be shocked.
No, it was actually like the 80s and 90s.
He got away with it in the 80s and 90s? The fuck?
Yeah, it was a former Expo, then became a Yankee.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
I'm actually curious about
Yankee.
this now.
Yep.
Or do we have do you have sources?
New York Skankies. My father called them the New York Skankies.
Most of us do.
Fuck off.
York Yankee.
I'm the lonely Yankee. At least I'm not the lonely Yankee fan anymore. At least I bit the plus.
That is true. You are not.
You are not, my friend. You are not.
Oh, yeah. It was John McHale. No,
never heard of him.
No,
I have never heard of that man.
Nope.
Correction. Tim Raines.
Tim Raines? Who did he play for?
He was an
A
Expo.
team.
He not only played for the Expos, he is also a current coach, by the way.
Probably still doing cocaine in the locker room.
He is a Hall of Famer. He won 2 World Series titles with the Yankees.
Wow. While he was on coke?
While he was on cocaine. Yep.
He's a whiz.
All right.
That's actually
Okay. That's enough about cocaine.
Let's look forward to this season where guys are not hiding cocaine on their person while they're playing the game of baseball.
Dirt and Turf Season 2 is already off to a high start, ladies and gentlemen.
Speaking of high.
Speaking of high, there is one thing that every single one of us is absolutely high on, and that is baseball movies.
Yes, actually, I can agree with that.
And what brought this up? Simple.
Bob Uecker.
Yep. the recent passing of Bob Uecker. You might know him as Harry Doyle on Major League, but he was a legit person, a legit comedian, he actually
Hall of Fame
did make it-
announcer.
Hall of Fame announcer, professional baseball catcher, and by his own admission, he sucked. By his own admission, yep.
Some of his interviews are funny.
Yes. So basically, I'm going to start with Kat, Vanessa, and Tyler, then myself, and we're going to rank from 5 to 1 our top 5 baseball movies.
Oh, geez. You didn't prep us for this. I have to think really hard about this stuff.
Do you want me to go first thing?
Yeah, go first. Go first,
All right,
Vanessa.
Vanessa, your top 5 baseball movies. I'm laughing at Radford. She can't think of 5 baseball movies off the top of her head.
That's
You know,
a lot.
Go back to your beer and your cheap car.
All right. So my all-time favorite, my number 1, would be
Start from 5. Start from 5.
Five. Okay. I think I like 42.
That's
42 and 5.
42 is my number 5. Yeah.
Nice.
Then 4 and 3 are Major League 1 and 2. Depending on my mood, I love them both. But sometimes I love the second one more than the first one. It just depends.
I'm ranking 2 above below Major League.
That's fine. My number 2 is The Sandlot.
Sandlot.
I love that.
Nice.
What's your number 1?
My number 1 is There's No Crying in Baseball. The
Yeah.
League
League
of
of Their Own.
Those are
Yes.
Yes. All right, I'll go now.
Tyler.
My number 5, I honestly am going to have to put A Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams, nice.
Number 4 is going to be Angels in the Outfield. Number 3 is Major League 2. Number 2 is the first Major League. And I actually have to agree with Vanessa. You can't go wrong with League of Their Own. You can't.
I almost called you basic.
One of my all-time favorite movies.
All right.
It's on my top 10 movie list.
Kat, are you ready?
Yes. Okay, so my number 5 is probably gonna be Major League.
Wow, at 5.
I'm just gonna say all of the major leagues, okay?
Well, not it's not Major League 3. Back to the minors. Oh God.
Lord, I didn't even watch that one. I didn't even watch that one.
Thank
Be
God.
glad.
Yeah.
So then number 4, I'm gonna say The Natural.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, that's good.
Forgot about that one.
Number 3, I'm gonna say Field of Dreams.
Okay.
Number 2, The Rookie.
I forgot about The Rookie.
And I'm so sorry, I'm also going with A League of Their Own for number 1.
Yeah.
Especially since next year we're gonna have a women's league to talk about.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. And by the way, there will be no dirt in the skirt, guaranteed. All right.
Because we won't have to wear friggin' skirts.
Yeah.
All right.
Because this is not the 1930s.
Exactly.
40s.
So, number 5, this one's actually going to throw everyone off. Mr. Baseball is my number 5.
One.
Oh,
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
And let me explain why Mr. Baseball is on my list.
It's one of the best. It's a damn good movie.
It's a good movie, despite the fact that some of the sound effects are a little bit too loud, like the bat hitting the ball is just a little bit too high, a little bit too high in the register.
Yeah.
But Mr. Baseball is actually used as a gaijin's guide to the Nippon Baseball League. The Japanese Baseball League. If an American is going to the Nippon Baseball League. That is what they use as a reference. And Ben arrived.
Jesus.
Holy shit, he is alive. Hey, Ben, how we doing?
Yep.
Want me to
All right.
pass the blunt, Ben?
What?
All right. Ben, when you get in here after I read off my list of the top 5 baseball movies, you'll be next, okay?
We do honorable mentions after we're done with this.
After
good.
we're all done our list, we'll give honorable mentions. My number 4, Little Big League.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Number 3 is League of Their Own.
Okay.
How
I
dare
can see
you?
that. I respect it, honestly.
Number 2 is Major League.
Okay.
And number 1, how dare you guys forget this one? Bull Durham.
Oh my god, I forgot about fucking Bull Durham. Holy shit.
How dare you?
I
I'm
forgot a couple good ones.
I'm
but it
just
was only
mad
top
none of you
5.
picked the Sandlot.
All right. Ben,
I-
Ben,
So
for 5-1, what are your baseball movies?
my baseball movies, I'm gonna go with The Rookie.
From 5, The Rookie.
Yeah, Angels in the Outfield.
Yes.
Moneyball.
Moneyball.
Oh, nobody said Moneyball yet.
That's
Field
Because
of,
it's
actually
not because it's actually not that good, realistically.
Field of Dreams.
Field of
Yes.
Dreams. Yep.
What number am I on?
1.
2?
Yeah, this is number 2. Here's number 1.
Oh, I just did number 2.
Yeah, you did number 2. Number 1.
Oh shit. Let's replace one of those with 42. Which one's it gonna say again?
Okay, so I'm gonna
let's
put.
replace
I'm gonna put.
Moneyball with 2.
All
Okay.
right. So, Field
What's
of
your number
Dreams,
1?
My
Yeah,
number 1
Field
is
of Dreams.
Hardball.
Ooh, Hardball.
I
I
love
know what
movie.
that one is.
Yeah, the
It's
Keanu Reeves.
Yep. Keanu Reeves is a little league baseball coach for a Chicago underprivileged African. It's a black little league. It's a great movie though. Very good.
Yeah, it's
All
more
right.
or less. It has a moral to the story, basically.
Tyler. All right. You wanted to do honorable mentions?
Yeah.
Do 3. Do 3. What were your honorable mentions?
Brewster's Millions.
Brewster's Billions.
$1 Million Throw.
$1 Million Throw.
And my other one was Rookie of the Year for my other honorable mention.
Rookie of the Year.
Love Rookie of the Year.
Kat, do you have any honorable mentions for baseball movies or will I finish the Fanny?
Definitely Rookie of the Year.
Yep.
Angels in the Outfield. And For the Love of the Game.
Love of the Game, yeah.
I got one that I mentioned.
All right, Vanessa.
I only have one.
You only have one. Okay.
Well, and it's Bad News Bears. Both of them.
Oh my god, we forgot about fucking Bad News Bears.
Yep, yep. Well, you all forgot about this. You all forgot about the Sandlot too. So you know what? I'm just gonna cry over in the corner now.
I didn't forget
All right.
about it.
Ben? What are
Mr. Baseball.
you have any what's up?
Mr. Baseball.
All right. Yeah, that was him actually my number 5. Mr. Baseball is in my top 5.
And the 2 Major League movies. Come on, guys.
I can't believe you forgot that.
Yeah, we had those in our top 5.
Yeah, we had those on our list. But
I wouldn't say they were top 5.
And for me, The Natural.
Natural's good. I respect that.
I'm gonna have to watch that tonight.
Field of Dreams is in my honorable mention.
You didn't have that in your top 5?
Because I had other baseball movies in my list that actually are better than that, if that makes sense.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, if I
Bull Durham is good,
yeah,
yeah.
if I put Field of Dreams in my top 5, I would have had to have removed Mr. Baseball, and I could
it's a
not
toss-up.
omit Mr. Baseball because no one was talking about it. It's one of those underrated ones.
Tom Selleck movie.
There's a lot of underrated baseball movies.
Yeah. And by the way, one we all forgot that's actually very good.
8 Man Out.
Mr.
The Bernie Mac
3000.
movie?
Mr. 3000.
Yeah, the Bernie Mac movie.
Mhm.
That was
Oh.
great. That was
I was
great.
thinking about that, actually.
Yep. Anywho,
Hmm.
I believe that is it. That's all we have for today because again, we're on spring training, so it's not really, not really anything going on, nothing really crazy. But I will say, our podcast was brought to you by Fubo TV. Hey, so since ESPN doesn't want to cover baseball,
Oh.
Fuck yes,
yeah, they got rid of Round the Horn too. A
Did
program,
they? Aww.
a program that we base ourselves around of because we love the Round the Horn. But anywho, but if you're tired of ESPN and Disney, frankly, bull crap, why don't you use our affiliate link in the bio wherever you get your podcasts and try Fubo TV. After all, it's a 30-day risk-free free trial.
Ooh.
And you can cancel anytime, So use our affiliate link in the bio wherever you get your podcasts. Show the channel some love. Greatly appreciate it. Fubo TV. Anywho, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, that is our podcast. But we do have to give a special shout out to our other podcasts as well. The Lap Down, of course, our friend Greg. He's been doing great. Biscuits and Penalties will be tomorrow, so be on the listen for that. And we're getting to it. The Social Slam podcast will be Sunday. And I'm serious, and I'm stressing this, Sunday. We're getting to it. Sorry, we've just been busy. We're trying to get to it. We got to cover Cena's heel turn, Ben. We've got to. We got to get to it.
Well, and then you've got AEW Revolution on Sunday night.
And we got new Hall of Famer announcements too, so we got to get to that as well.
Yeah.
Don't forget coming.
What are we talking about?
Really, Ben? Really?
Sorry, I was
He's
typing.
high as fuck. He's
yeah.
high as hell.
I wish I was.
I said I'd pass you the blunt.
Oh my god.
Anywho.
Anyway, coming
Like I
in
said,
April, we got a podcast coming.
Yep. And which we will announce when the Hard Count does its post-draft podcast. So be on the listen for that. And like I said, I'm Cobra. On behalf of Kat, Vanessa, Tyler, and Ben, play ball.
Play ball. Don't hurt yourselves too much.
Please don't.
Strike three.